Okay, so a lot of people have asked me, Mr. 4K Upscaler, does Saving Private Ryan 4K UHD Blu-ray look any good on this 50-inch 32:9 ultra-wide monitor? And the answer is yes. As a matter of fact, I would recommend to everyone to experience this movie like this, in this 50-inch ultra-wide, because Samsung has this cool thing that's called AV mode. What the AV mode does, it takes 16:9 ratio and puts it into 32:9 container and enlarges it, and it keeps it fit to this 32:9 ratio. However, you do have to select 4K resolution. When you select 8.3 million pixels, it even enhances that even more onto that container, and it looks really good. Not to mention that this monitor has quantum dot built into it, so you're getting Qled. You're getting a really good color accuracy. It's a vertical alignment VA panel, so this curvature will look really good. You're not gonna have any shift of colors. This is not twisted pneumatic. It's not a TN panel. It's a VA panel. It also has local dimming, so your contrast ratio is gonna be much better. Okay. The only downside is the HDR, because this TV only can support 300 nits. This monitor. If this monitor was 1000 nits, oh my goodness. But then the price of it would go much higher. So I'm using my Xbox One X. This is the Xbox One X. I'm using a 4K player from the Xbox One X. And the reason I'm using the Xbox One X, it's because I can utilize Dolby Atmos for headphones. I have this Dolby Atmos app, which I paid for, and when I'm watching a Dolby Atmos encoded movies, I can use Dolby Atmos for headphones. And believe me, watching this in the ultra wide screen like this with Dolby Atmos for headphones, with a good pair of headsets, I'm telling you, man, it's like a whole new experience. And this doesn't look stretched out. If this was stretched out, then the Tom Hanks right here in the center would be looking like this, stretched out like a gum. Same thing with Tom Sizemore, would look like a gum. Sergeant Mike would be stretched out. Everyone would be stretched out. Everything would be stretched out, but it's not. It's really done well, and I highly recommend that you guys try this out, man. You have to see this for yourself before you can make any judgment on it. It's a one thing you watching this on the video, and it's another thing you seeing it in a person. And even on this scene, when the camera is moving away from Tom Hanks, you can see the rest of the soldiers. They're not being, stretched out. Everything looks the way it should be. Now, this is, a ultra wide screen, so it's gonna look kind of different than what you normally see on a very high square diagonal type of a television, but you're definitely going to be immersed watching it like this. Trust me. I wish that I could play this movie for you, but I can't. I already contacted Paramount Studios, and Paramount Studios, through their Paramount Studios Digital, they told me that no, you cannot play it. It doesn't matter. It has to be authorized by them. The only thing I can do, they told me, is just show a paused still, and then talk about it. But I cannot play any scenes in this movie. I just can't do it. I wish that I could, but I can't. But even if I could play it, it's still something you gotta see in person, guys. This is something you have to see in person. When I was showing you the Avengers, Infinity War, it's really difficult for me to explain to you how it looks unless you actually see it in person. I'm just here to tell you, if you have this monitor, try it. Give this a try, and you can thank me later. Or if you're somebody who's thinking about maybe getting this monitor, dude, you're definitely going to get your money's worth. You're definitely going to get your money's worth. Don't forget, this is a FreeSync 2. FreeSync 2 with HDR supports FreeSync 2 with HDR and 144 Hz with 1 millisecond response time. You know, there's a reason why this monitor is so expensive. And I think I'm realizing now more and more as to why this monitor is so expensive. Not to mention the quantum dots that are built into it. This is a Qled. This is a Qled monitor. It's not just your ordinary monitor. It's a Qled monitor. Just like your Qled television. And even this guy on the boat, 10 seconds, get ready. You can see exactly nothing's being stretched out. Everything looks normal. The boats are the way they should be. So I know it's curvature, and I know some of you are going to say, but it looks a bit of a fisheye. It might seem like a fisheye to you on the camera because it has a curvature on the left and a curvature on the right. But when you are watching this from the center, when you are sitting and watching this in person, it looks a hell of a lot better. Like hell of a lot better, dude. You have to see this when it's playing. When this is playing, when you put in the headphones with a Dolby Atmos, dude, it's just like it's a very immersive experience. Like you can't help yourself. It's irresistible and it's very immersive. Like a guilty pleasure immersive experience, dude. And even on this scene, and this is a very graphic scene when they get mown down by the German machine guns, when they open these boats. And you can see that everything looks the way it should be. Like this soldiers, you know, being blown into pieces. It's very graphic. Of course, it's a very graphic scene. This movie, it's very graphic. There's no question about that. It's very realistic. And you can see this soldier here on the left, even with all these fast shaking camera lenses, he's on the left. He doesn't look stretched out. He looks exactly where it should be. This soldier here that got blown into pieces looks exactly where it should be. That explosion over here, it's exactly where it should be. And this soldier over here in the center, it's exactly where it should be. So nothing is being stretched out like as you would think that it is. And the only way to appreciate this, you have to watch it in person. And I'm just here to tell you, to confirm that yes, you can watch 4K UHD Blu-ray movies through this monitor. If you want to buy Xbox One X and this monitor for $1,500, dude, knock yourself out, enjoy it. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee you that. Even though I'm not sponsored by Samsung, but I'm telling you, it works. Now, if you don't want to believe me, dude, that's fine. Don't believe me. Click on the next video. Believe whatever you want to believe. But I have no reason to lie. Just remember that. I have no reason to lie. Give me a reason. Why would I lie? I'm all ears. All right, let's move on. Well, I hope that this video gives you some idea. Like I said, this is something you have to see for yourself to truly appreciate it. People have asked me to do this, so here I am. I'm doing it. I'm just here to confirm, yes, feel free to watch 4K UHD Blu-ray movies on this monitor. Now, someone asked me, can you connect two of these monitors in a 100-inch? Honestly, I think that would be ridiculous. I mean, what would be the point? Like, your head would have to go like this. Left, right, left, right. It would make no sense unless you're watching it from like, I don't know, like 8 feet away or something, or 10 feet away. This is more than enough. For 1 feet away, man, 50 inches more than enough, dude. Okay, so I'm just here to tell you it works. So go ahead, try it. Don't take my word for it. Try it. I always tell people, try it. Don't take my word for it. Just try it. All right, guys, I'm going to see you soon with Gears 5 versus Tech demo tests. We're going to do a bunch of tests, so stay tuned for those videos. Have a good one, though. Take care. I'll see you later, you all.